Sitting here in this spot just makes me so grateful as I reflect on all the near-death experiences that diabetes has given me in my 17 years of battling the disease. It's in fact in this very spot where I had one of the most traumatic experiences of my life. I was driving home from a church service, and it was in this very spot where the wheels crashed against the curb, and I found myself at North Fulton Wellstar Hospital, where I ended up in the emergency room for almost suffering a near-death diabetic coma in the middle of the road. It's in these moments where I look back and I just realize how precious, health is. Unfortunately, this specific incident isn't the only one. There's been many times where I haven't been able to get up out of bed because my blood sugar is so low. There's been many times where I've just literally have almost lost my life because of this disease. But through every situation, through every near-death experience, battling health, all my life, I can't remember a time where I have not had to wake up and worry about how my blood sugar is and if it's going to affect me and just how my blood sugars are throughout the day. But through it all, I'm still standing, and through it all, through every trial and tribulation that dealing with diabetes has brought me over these 17 years, I'm still thriving through it. I just came to encourage somebody that may be dealing with diabetes or any sickness or disease that, it doesn't have to be the end of you. God will sustain you through your years of having to deal with it. As you have seen how God has shown up for me time and time again in my 17 years of dealing with diabetes. No, He is no respecter of persons, and that He can come through in the same way that He has came through for me in your life as well. And not only that, but that He also has the power to heal you as well. Believe in faith that God will sustain you and that He can heal you. And choose every day to still become the best that you can be and still live a full life, no matter what sickness or disease or challenges that has been placed in front of you, because you can make it. You will make it, and through God and His strength and His grace, you will thrive through it. Welcome to the Eternal Wells with Jonathan experience. All right, now let's get started with this back workout. So we're going to start out first with dumbbell rows. And dumbbell rows, they're going to be a great exercise for building muscle and strength in the back, and will really help increase pulling performance as well. The key muscles that you're going to work in the dumbbell row is going to be the upper back, the lats, the rear deltoids, your forearms a little bit, and your biceps will be the main muscles targeted. And some key form tips you want to make sure that you do while you're performing your dumbbell rows is to make sure that you really pull the weight to your back pocket in almost like a drag motion. A lot of times you're going to see people pulling the weight up to their chest, which in doing so is going to just really lessen the activation of your lats. So to be able to engage the lats and back more effectively, bringing the weight to your back pocket and really focusing on the contraction of the lat and upper back through the movement, you'll see much better gains from it. We're going to do 4 sets of these dumbbell rows for about 10 to 12 reps. All right, next we got chest supported incline rows, and one of the bigger benefits to having your chest supported by the bench on these rows is going to be that it's going to be a lot easier on the back compared to being in a standing position. So for people who may struggle or have back issues, this is a great exercise for you to do, and it will help especially for beginners learning proper row form and mechanics to just really help develop that in the proper mind muscle connection to be able to activate the muscles properly. The main muscles that you're going to work in the incline row is going to be the lats, the traps, the rhomboids, and the biceps. And some key form tips that you want to make sure you do while you're performing is to make sure to keep your chest flat on the bench to avoid using momentum and activating the muscles properly. You don't want your chest to come off the bench as you row. If you see yourself doing that, you definitely want to lower the weight. And you want to make sure to bring the dumbbells up to about your rib cage and really squeeze your shoulders and back as you're pulling the weight up. And we're going to do these for 4 sets. You want to try to get 8 to 12 reps on these incline rows. All right, next we got bent over rows, and bent over rows is very popularly considered as one of the better exercises for developing the back.
It's a compound exercise that's going to engage not just the back muscles, but muscles all throughout the body to complete it, to help you build more strength and muscle. The main muscles that you're going to work in the bent over row is going to be the lats, the rhomboids, the biceps, the spinal erectors, the traps, and rotator cuffs. And some key form tips you want to make sure that you do while you're performing is to make sure that your back stays straight with your neck in line with your spine. You want to keep from being too upright or too far past your common range of hamstring flexibility to keep from overstraining the back or underutilizing the muscles that you're trying to emphasize. And you want to make sure you keep your core tight and make sure your elbows aren't flaring out as you're pulling the weight up to you. We're going to do 4 sets of these for about 8 to 12 reps on your bent over row. All right, and the last exercise we have in this workout is going to be the reverse fly. The reverse fly is going to really help you improve posture and just the overall aesthetics of the back muscles. It's going to really increase upper body strength, which will be a huge benefit to decreasing the risk of injury, especially around the upper back and shoulder area. The main muscles that you're going to work in the reverse fly is going to be the posterior delts, your traps, and your upper back. Some key form tips you want to make sure you do while you're performing is to maintain a tight core and a straight back. You want to really make sure that you keep from hunching your shoulders up during the movement. You want your back and body to stay very level and to really just focus on feeling the shoulder blades come together with proper breathing from start to finish to really activate and engage the muscles properly. And we're going to do these for 4 sets for a total of 12 to 15 reps on these reverse flies. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, definitely be sure to leave a like as well as comment on any questions or feedback you may have from the video. Would love to interact with you guys and connect with you more. So definitely be sure to leave some comments and subscribe as well, as I'm always uploading new content every week to just encourage you on your fitness and wellness journey and to just give you that push to really just overcome any obstacles and things that may be in your way to become the best that you can be and develop yourself into the person that God made you. So definitely be sure to subscribe and be sure to check out my other content as well. I will leave some other workouts and things that I have uploaded that I think will heavily benefit you in the description below, as well as some end cards to some different workouts I have. So definitely be sure to check out my other content. And again, I just want to thank you guys for tuning into this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.